This is a very quick video, mostly for the benefit of ElPaso Tube Amps. Thanks for the advice. This is the amp I'm working on. As you can see, it's a oak chassis, and these are the terminal strips in question. These were the ones that started wandering. You can see that one's a little crooked there. Thank you for the advice. I went with the three-phased approach on these ones, which was basically after I scribed my line, I hit it with a punch, then I drilled it with a very fine bit, and then step up to the larger bits. It walked a little, but it didn't walk that much, and it was consistent. They all walked in the same direction, so they wound up lining up very good. So I got those in, and as you can see, I'm busy hooking up the grids and the screen grids and stuff, and yep, and this is about where the project's at right now. Over here, oh, let me move this for you. Over here is the power supply, and yeah, TV damper rectifiers. 8 of them form a full bridge for the high voltage, and then this one back here is just a half wave for the bias supply. Big old 630 volt 1 amp from a Duquesne prototype PA that never got built. 2 chokes from that same prototype PA that never got built. Big 10 Henry jokers, some very large capacitors. They're old stock Sangamos, 10 muff at like 1600 DC, way overkill on the voltage rating, but those will work great. 30 amp 6 volt filament supply, and then another filament supply that has a center tap that I can reference to high voltage. You know, I put an hour counter on there so I can track hours on my tubes. Lots of stuff in there. Let's see if I can pull this sucker out. This is going to be very difficult to do. Oh, this thing is so heavy, I'm tipping it up. Okay, let's see if I can get up under there. Oh boy, yeah, I really can't. I'm juggling this thing to keep it from tipping over, but you see what's going on underside the power amp here. A couple of custom circuit boards. There's that safety circuit I was talking about that drains the high voltage. There's some capacitors for various things, and yeah. Okay, I'm gonna gently lay this thing back down. All right, I'm gonna pause for just a second so I can show you the top plate of the amp itself. But this is the top. This is the power supply. The top plate was all made by hand. Really looks cool. The power, but the amp itself, I actually went with a CNC made top, and I'll show you that in just a second. Before I put the top down, I just wanted to show you what I did with the inside of the chassis. So it's 2 layers of oak finger joined, and then I wrapped the whole thing in copper foil and soldered all the seams together to get as much shielding as one can out of copper, at least. All right, I'll show you the top here in just a second. Okay, so here's the top of the beast. Yeah, pretty awesome, huh? So, all of the metering functions are here, and there's 1 meter per channel, and the function selectors control both channels. So, you know, if you dial up the driver voltage here, you're going to see the left driver voltage here and the right driver voltage there. All the biases are set here, and we've got these 10-turn precision pots that have the numerical indicators for position, and then a little brake lock there that clamps them down. The feedback is selectable. In pentode mode, you might need to add a stabilizer circuit there, so that's what that does. 6 SN7s here, a gas tube to stabilize voltage for the metering, and more voltage references for the metering, a little 6DJ8 there. These 2 guys are just for the metering circuit. All the signals is 6SN7. these Lundahl interstages. These are 1660s. And then back here is where the Harman Kardon Site 2 transformers are going to sit. Our little input section there. It's all upside down, I'm sorry. But these little switches toggle between the input and a hum signal derived from the filament that you can use to check things. So you have a known source, input source, and then, yeah. That's pretty much it. Amphenol ceramic sockets. I did a little custom routing with that to get those to mount with absolutely no screws. They go in, and then there's a clip ring that goes underneath, and the way the plate was routed, it's keyed so that these can't turn, so those just sit right in there. There's a little shelf that they sit on, a little ledge. They go in there, they sit just barely proud, and then they clip in with a ring, and they're perfect, no screws. It's a really shame that I had to go ahead and put screw holes in there for those terminal strips, but that's what I wound up doing, and thanks for your advice. Those came out very acceptable. So not too shabby there. Anyway, this is the crazy amplifier. Hope you enjoyed that, and of course there's an input attenuation in the middle there. Anyway, that was for you, and hey, you make great videos. I really enjoy watching your channel, and I've been subscribed for a while. I was going through a phase where I wasn't working on this amp, and I couldn't watch your videos because it was making me so mad at myself for not working on this thing. But now I'm working on it again, and hey, thanks a lot. Talk to you later. Bye.